Stages. Maru Teferi, such an experienced marathon runner, so accomplished. He's going to add another accolade to his resume. Richard Ringer of Germany is charging. Surely he's got to run out of road. There's no way Richard Ringer can get all the way back to Teferi. Maru Teferi looks relaxed, he looks smooth. Could Amanal Petros come under pressure from Gashau Ayale? It was a brave move from Amanal Petros to go for gold with Maru Teferi. As with the women's race, it's all drama in the closing stages. Richard Ringer of Germany looks like he will have to settle for silver medal, but they've got to push all the way to the line.
Petros suffering badly in the background there. He's going to finish outside the medals, I think. Ringer is going to run out of road. Teferi striding for the line, not glancing around, not yet anyways. Ringer continues to drive for the line. The crowd a big factor here, Hannah.
Richard Ringer, we can't see the finish line on here. I'm looking out my window trying to figure out where Teferi is. Surely Richard Ringer's going to run out of ground. He's going to give it absolutely everything in the closing stages. There is around about 40 meters to go. Richard Ringer is charging. Does Teferi even know he's there? Richard Ringer in the final meters is going to take the gold medal for Germany. What a run off Richard Ringer. He was nowhere with 4 or 5 kilometers to go. He charged through the field and perhaps caught Maru Teferi by surprise there, but the crowd here in Germany has gone mad. What a brilliant gold medal for Richard Ringer. Israel taking second and third through Maru Teferi and Gashau Ayale, and I think Amanal Petros just holding on for 4th place. Very, very tired legs for the second German. He's got his hands on his knees in front of us here in the commentary position. Nicolas Navarro coming through for 5th, but Richard Ringer prone on the tarmac. What a fantastically well-judged last 10,000 meters. He looks like he can barely believe it.
I love that. Look at him. Cannot help but smile, almost laughing with what's just unfolded. The most astonishing drama on the streets of Munich. Boy, oh boy.
And that graphic's wrong. It is Richard Ringer that crossed the line first, not Amanal Petros. But nonetheless, there you go, on the finishing arch, it's correct. Richard Ringer claps the crowd, and athletes time and time again talk about home advantage, crowd advantage. All of that noise was for Richard Ringer. I don't know whether Maru Teferi had anything left in the tank. He looked pretty relaxed. He had no time at all to respond to that kick from Richard Ringer, but he didn't even look like he tried. Maybe he was flat out. Maybe that was all he had. But Richard Ringer, we've seen him do this sort of thing on the road. We've seen him do it over 10,000 meters at the European Team Cup, but never in a marathon.
Do you know, Hannah, I'm confused now because I've had so many great marathon coaches and agents over the years tell me that when it comes to the end of a marathon, track speed is not relevant. But it was there for Richard Ringer. My gosh, how deep did he have to dig to find a cadence, that leg turn in the final 100 meters. You could see, though, that Teferi in the lead was being dangled in front of him like a carrot almost, a target to go for. And it wasn't at the end of the stick, or at least it was a carrot at the end of a stick that he could indeed reach. Look at the gap there, with a couple 100 meters to go. It's 20 meters. You thought, no way could he close that gap. And I'll tell you what, in my notes here, I wrote down Teferi in 1st place because I thought that was a cert. This was astonishing. It will go down in history as one of 3 the great marathon finishes. And he set a championship record, of course, of 2:7:11 at a massive personal best.
Richard Ringer, you see Friday, the mascot, roaring Richard Ringer on as well in those closing stages. I doubt Richard Ringer was looking around him at all. Look, there's you see track runner sprint, opens those hands, drives those arms. Teferi saw him and there was no response. Richard Ringer grits his teeth, powering all the way through the tape. He didn't celebrate too early. He must have known what was happening, what he was doing. But a brilliant gold medal for Richard Ringer. And that might have been enough to give the Germans the team silver medal. Israel will take the gold. And a great number of athletes in the closing stages. But Richard Ringer of Germany. We've seen some fantastic German performances over the years. Berlin European Championships, they did supremely well. I was slightly underwhelmed by the showing from the German squad out in Eugene at the World Championships, and I did think to myself, were they saving something here for Munich? And Richard Ringer gets the team off to a fantastic start. The women took the team gold